My name is Kahn, and a few years ago, I was invited to an event at the shul in Yardley, Pennsylvania. The rabbi told me this group was coming. They were called the Traveling Chassidim. So I know I called my father. I said this group is coming, the Traveling Chassidim. I know it would probably be interesting to him and his wife. And he said, "Yeah, of course, I'll come. I'll come and check it out." And I wanted to go Friday night, and we showed up Friday night right before the meal. We all sat down and we started to eat, and we started to have conversation. And I sat right next to this gentleman with a big black fur hat, and we struck up a conversation. And actually, he struck up the conversation first. He just asked me what I did for a living, and I told him what I did for a living, and he said, "What do you think I do for a living?" And it's amazing how people have a stereotype of when they see somebody. They just think that, Hasidim are all diamond dealers and this, that, and the other. But he told me he was an exterminator, and we had a lot of laughs about that. That evening, we had a great meal, and the group of men started to sing and started to dance, and it was just an amazing, amazing event. When these men started to sing and started to dance, they would bang on the table. And that's what my grandfather used to do. It really touched my heart. It really put me in the mood to experience what Judaism was all about. My wife, she met one of the wives of the Traveling Chassidim, and they started to bond and get to know each other. After the first Shabbaton, we decided we would go to the next one, which happened to be a month later. And we started to develop a very close relationship with several of these families that travel around the country. And sooner or later, they invited us to their homes. They invited us to their town in Muncie. And my wife and I were a little bit hesitant to go to their neighborhood, their community. We didn't know what to expect. We were a little bit scared, but we decided that we would give it a try. And how bad could it be? We went, and it was really, really an amazing time. I can't even put it into words what it feels like to be in a community that is truly a community.
This was the most wonderful experience. I would love to thank the Traveling Chassidim. For my wife and I, it was a fantastic, fantastic time.
It changed my life, my wife's life. It's made me a better husband. It's made me a better son. It's made me a better person, because I've learned how to become and live a more Torah observant life. My grandfather was an immigrant from the Ukraine, and he escaped during World War I, and he was almost killed with his mother trying to escape. And when he came to this country, he wasn't very religious, so my family wasn't so religious, but somehow I made it to the synagogue and brought myself back to Judaism. And my experience with the Chassidim has really inspired me to want to learn what it means to be Jewish.